All right, how's it going, you guys? So, yeah, it's been hard to get content these days because I've been working a ton on Vancouver Carpenter stuff, which is great because then I'm gonna have videos to edit for months and be off the tools. But in the meantime, yeah, it's been really hard to get skate content filmed and like ideas for all that. But one thing I really wanted to do, which you already know because of the title of the video, is I wanted to watch my very first video I posted on YouTube and just talk about that. So forgive me if it seems like a horrific exercise in narcissism. It's not. Hopefully, we can learn some things about how to and how not to make YouTube videos. All right, so I will just be watching it on my phone. Big fat phony face. Okay. YouTube, Northern Co. Skateboard review. Well, would you look at that? There's only one on there. So obviously, it must be a really popular topic. Okay. All right, so let's get watching this and I'll, pause it and tell you little bits of things about it here and there. Okay. Hi, my name's Ben. I'm doing a review of Northern Skateboards. It's a company from Long Island, New York that I've never heard of. This is an 8-inch board. I think it's Isaac McKay is the rider, and it's been a very good board. It's been a very good board, yes. So okay, the first thing about this video is I totally thought that I was speaking with a lot of, plenty of energy, a perfectly conversational tone. But what I hadn't learned yet is that when you're making a YouTube video, you need to double your energy. If you've heard the expression, the camera adds 50 pounds. No, it doesn't add 50 pounds. If you've heard the expression, the camera adds 10 pounds, well, it also halves your energy level. So I think because of that, that's why so many YouTubers way overdo it, they over amplify themselves and come off looking really cheesy, but it's an attempt to not look so flat on camera. Yeah, I was filming this one just with a Samsung phone that I had just gotten because I told my wife, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel, so I need a new phone. And I had just placed it on my brand new teeny little tripod I had, and I was getting ready to talk to the world, and I was terrified. Literally terrified. I had no idea who I was talking to. I didn't know where to look. I didn't know anything about jump cuts. So jump cuts are when, you don't know what you're gonna say and you stop and you edit these parts out and make it look like it's one continuous scene. Some people do jump cuts really poorly. Other people have a way of, getting them a little more seamless. I try to hold myself in the same position and then start talking again once I get my idea better. So that way it doesn't look so choppy and all over the place. And doing that with a tripod helps a lot. Anyways, we better get back to this video or we're never gonna finish it. And the first thing I noticed about it was that it had a lot of concave and very steep nose and tail. I think this board was from South Central.
Which I really like. The other thing I liked about it is the spacing from where the bolts to where the nose starts to turn up is shorter than some other boards I've seen, which also helps increase pop.
So I'd never even heard the term fingers of flat that we talk about there yet. I also didn't know about wheelbase yet, so you'll notice I don't talk about that in this video. All I knew is that little space had something to do with whether I liked a board or not. I'd never even thought about wheelbase yet.
And I've been riding this for at least 3 weeks, and it still has lots of pop. I'm ready for a new one because I'm starting to get razor tail, and it's just generally getting a little older and worn out. But compared to, I've had a lot of boards that I had a harder time skating when they were brand new than I am skating this one at 3 weeks old. Because it's the first one in a while that I've had that had the right amount of concave, crispness. It was just overall a very good, solid board. I would definitely recommend Northern Skateboards.
So yeah, you could hear the wind there. I got no microphone. I never did get a microphone for the first 6 months of making YouTube videos. That was a big regret definitely getting a mic is like top priority. First thing you should do before you start making videos. Because the first 6 months of my videos, once I got the GoPro, sounded like I was making videos with a pop cam. Okay, so these first skate clips are filmed before I even bought the tripod. It's the, you know, classic phone on the ground propped up against like a sweatshirt or an obstacle. Obstacle. Clearly, I've just come from work. Oh! Switch tray. It hasn't changed that much, really. It's just me trying to show you the tricks I can do. Okay, this coming up here. I haven't done that since I did that. Switch crook, yeah, still can't do the whole ledge. Smith, yeah. Oh, backsmith, I remember. So the backsmith, that's never been a strong trick for me, but I was like, I wonder if I can backsmith this ledge. And I was pretty stoked that, yeah, it happened. But it wasn't for about 2 or 3 years later that I actually started to get backsmiths more dialed. Although I think I had more dip in that one than I do these days. Anyways, let's see what else 3.5 years ago Ben's got. Back tee. Oh yeah. Vans, Adidas track pants, and a Ladner sesh. And this line right here, I still don't do better lines than this there. Really. You guys, you know, I basically filmed like the exact same line and the exact same 8 tricks at Ladner for like 3 years. Just so that I could tell you guys, yup, these trucks feel good on transition. Every time I did a truck review, I would go to Ladner and do a few 50s and Smiths and be like, yeah, I like them, they're fine. Until I hung up in Ladner, and now I don't like skating transition much anymore. Okay, all right, let's see what else I got. Next I'm going to Queensboro Skate Park. Okay, you guys. That no slide nollie heel. So that was actually a big deal for me at that time. Now, I had done this trick a lot in my 20s, but I probably hadn't done that trick in like, you know, easily a decade. And I definitely wasn't sure if I could or would do them again. So landing that one for me was like a big, it wasn't the first, but it was the first time in so long that I was pretty excited. Like it definitely gave me some confidence because you know, going into trying that, I wasn't sure if I was ever going to be able to do it again. So that one actually surprised me. And now, yeah, we know those as the Ben Degros special. Because when I want to try and impress you guys with a trick that looks like it's hard, but it's actually not that hard, I throw one of those in there. Honestly, I know, guys, skateboarding's relative. I don't mean to put anybody down, like we're all at different ability levels. But I'm telling you, if you can nose slide and you can nollie heel flip, you can put that trick together if you have the right ledge. Like it's not that hard. Love that 5-0. Woo! You know, it wasn't that bad, right? There was no outro, but yeah, it's like things haven't changed that much. You can really see what my... Shut up! I forgot to change it. Okay, but let's get back to that a little bit. That backside 360, I haven't done that since because that hip is just weird and janky and has a messed up run up. But I was actually trying to film about a year ago or 2 years ago, I'm not sure when, I was going to refilm that whole edit and, you know, show a comparison of like you know, 3.5 years ago or whatever it was to now. So maybe I should do that. You guys think I should do that? Should I try and refilm my first video and see, and we'll do them side by side, like the whole skate section? That could be interesting to see if there's much difference or much progression. But yeah, I actually started trying to film it maybe about a year ago, and I got stuck on that backside 360 one day. It just wasn't working out, and I was like, screw this, I don't feel like doing this. Anyways, thought I'd just review it, take the easy route out and talk about it instead. But yeah, you can see, you know, like what tricks are still my staples. But yeah, it's been exciting, you know, like when I made that video, I had never, actually it's not true, I've made one YouTube video and it's never gonna see the light of day. But yeah, I had made one about like literally right after my first daughter was born, but never picked up a camera or edited anything before that, and never did it until that first video. So if you think that, you know, like you want to start a channel or you want to do something but you don't know how to use a camera, you don't know how to edit, I didn't know how to do anything, like nothing. And even something as basic, this is going to be laughable, you guys, even like the most basic first thing you need to know about editing, which is like how to split a clip, which is just, you know, Apple key B in Final Cut Pro and in iMovie. I didn't know that for my first at least 2 years, if not 2.5 years. Editing a video used to take me so long. Like that first video probably took me hours and hours, and I could put that together now in like, you know, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Like it's ridiculous how long that took me. Anyways, yeah, it's interesting to see the difference between, you know, what I was doing back then and what I'm doing now. I'm still very much like an amateur video editor. I'm very much an amateur filmer, and I wouldn't even go near the word cinematographer. But yeah, you know, like when you look at what's a YouTuber's job, it's being a personality on camera, you know, and I've acquired all these other skills like piecemeal as I had to have them, you know, over a period of 3.5 years. And I'm truly grateful for all of this. It's, you know, this isn't my house, guys. I live in a tiny little place with 4 kids. So when I say I'm truly, I'm totally diverging, but it just was starting to sound like one of those cheesy, like Gary Vee inspirational videos. Like, I'm truly grateful for all this in my palatial mansion. No, man, I work here. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you guys got something out of this video. Yeah, till the next one, whatever and whenever it may be. Have a good one, you guys.